What is going on, guys? Welcome to Big Beard and Friends, episode 244. I'm going to give you 25 fun Thanksgiving facts. You might have known, you might not have known, but it's all for Thanksgiving. So I'm thinking about giving you some facts that I think we should use. First and foremost, as I do every single time, every week after week after week, I want to go ahead and say that if you are struggling right now, if you were in one of those spots that I was talking about earlier where you don't want to talk to anybody, or you think you don't need to, be, I want you to understand that you need to not be that way. You are somebody and you are someone, and your life does matter. And listen to me right now. Stop listening to the bad stuff and the negativity. You've got to make it, and you will make it. I know. I say it week after week after week, and I know it gets annoying, right? You have to hear me all the time talk about, oh, well, you don't know this Big Beard. You don't know that Big Beard. I know enough to know that you matter. And I know enough to say that through these holidays and all these times and festivities that we got coming up in this world, it's very, very hard for people this time of year. And you don't always have to understand why or understand, if it's true or if it's not true. Trust me, people are suffering. And they don't say nothing about these sufferings, You don't say stuff. People want people to listen to them. People want people to understand them. These holidays make it bad. These holidays make it so it's hard. Don't be the person. Don't be the person that people want to not be around. Be the person that people want to be around. Help people. Do what you got to do. Holidays are bad. I was talking about holidays. Other days are bad. All days are bad in people. But you think more of people when you're alone, when they're alone. And it's one of those things that make us human, to give back to somebody. So if you can give back into somebody, or to be kind to somebody, all the things that I'm mentioning, all the stuff that I'm mentioning where people are down and out and feel like they don't belong, all those smiles, all those things that you can do to make somebody feel better, you will. It will. All right. I'm going to move right into this tonight. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I don't know what you guys have going on, but I said tonight I'm going to try to give you some fun facts about Thanksgiving. What makes them fun? I don't know. That's just what they're called. They're called when I looked them up. It was fun facts. All right. Oh, I almost forgot. If you are happy, tell the world. If you're kind, tell the world. Spread it. Do exactly what you must, because we need it. All right, let's start off tonight. Did you know that the first Thanksgiving, the Mayflower Pilgrims founded the Plymouth colony in Massachusetts and had a 3-day meal with Wampanoag tribe in 1621? Did you know? The second fact of the night for the fun Thanksgiving fact. Maybe if you're sitting around your Thanksgiving right now, you got me on. Or maybe you can just say this and save it for. But there are people out there who don't know these facts. U.S. towns named Turkey. There are 4. And guess what? They are in Texas, Arizona, Louisiana, and North Carolina. Towns named Turkey. Yeah. So you be the judge of that. Number 3 tonight, estimated number of turkeys prepared. Each year, it is estimated that 46 million turkeys are prepared to provide the traditional feast that we all love and enjoy. Number 4, football teams. Did you know the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions have played the most games on Thanksgiving Day? I didn't know that, but I had a notion. Something tells me that football's really involved in this, right? The Lions have played almost every Thanksgiving since 1934, and the Cowboys since 1966. So there you go. There's the fun fact there, you can say. And did you know the average cost of Thanksgiving dinner? For 10 guests, the average cost of Thanksgiving dinner is $53.31 for 10 guests. So I guess a little go a long way. I guess that's what it is. Number 7 on my list tonight. I had 25 here, but we'll see if we can get more if we need them. Just little fun facts. 13% of Americans plan to order takeout or go to a restaurant in lieu of preparing the Thanksgiving dinner. In other words, they just don't even, 13% are like, whatever, I don't care, I gotta do what I gotta do. Number 8 tonight, turkey calories. Maybe you have turkey calories, I guess. Each year, Americans collectively consume 3 billion calories from turkey alone. What? Imagine how high that number would be if, like, every dish was included with that. I don't want to. That we're just talking about turkey. I don't want to talk about just the turkey. Number 9. Ooh, turkey. Yeah. Number 9. 3,150 to 4,500 calories are consumed. Yeah. That you heard me right. 3,000 to 4,000 calories are consumed. That's the average number of calories each person consumes on just this holiday. Just like this holiday. That's not counting all the others. And Number 10. Let's go ahead and see what's going on tonight. Look, number 10. 9 hours and 27 minutes. What is 9 hours and 27 minutes? Maybe I didn't want to tell you guys this fact. That's the amount of time it takes for an average male to burn 4,500 calories. That second slice of pie, I think it's definitely worth it, though. So, you give yourself 9 hours, and even if it takes you a week, and burn the food off. I don't know. Number 11, turkey is sent to the White House. I don't get political, but I do like to say some fun facts. The National Thanksgiving Turkey Presentation is a ceremony where the president is presented with a live turkey each year, no matter who they are. For that matter, it doesn't matter. That's all I'm going to say about that. 1989. Believe it or not, in 1989 was the first year a president officially pardoned a turkey. You can look that up. I'm not getting into it. So let's move on to number 13 on this list tonight. While the Macy's Parade is like the most popular like these days, and then the oldest goes to a department store parade in Philadelphia in 1920. The Philadelphia Gimbel Brothers department store put on a parade including only 50 people and 15 cars, and ended with Santa on his sleigh to mark the Christmas season. So that's old right there in Philadelphia. That's you got to understand, if you're from Philly, I got some Philadelphia family and friends there, so you guys might have known this. But it only started with 50 people and 15 cars, and now look at the oldest is in Philadelphia, 1920. That's kind of cool there. Number 14, the first feast. Wild turkey's on the runner, the front runner of the Thanksgiving, the dishes today. The dinner guests at the first Thanksgiving probably included stuff like deer, and turkey was likely served, but I bet it wasn't the main dish. We did the main dish later. That's just something we did that you can read all about that later. I'm not. Okay. Number 15, I said I'm not doing political stuff, but we'll talk about the president's past and how they tie into it. Number 15, Thomas Jefferson. Before Lincoln actually, listen, officially declared Thanksgiving as a national holiday, that president had to declare the holiday each year. And Jefferson refused to do so. He did not want to. He felt that including prayer of the holiday violated the separation of church and state. So, yeah, anyway, back to that one. The average cost. Number 17 tells us about an average cost. It's the first, or the average guest. I said cost. It's the number of guests surrounding a modern Thanksgiving dinner, and it's 10. 10. Who knew? 10. The most people. That's modern. I don't know. I do good with me, myself, and I. I want my 3 foods, my 3 plates, 3, 6, 9. Wow, maybe that's 9 different stuff. That's what I want. I don't care about that. All right. The first recorded religious celebration of Thanksgiving took place 2 years after the first feast in 1621 was the mark of the end of a 2-month drought. So that's when they had a big feast. It was like Thanksgiving. Yeah, nice. All right, number 18, a toast to thanks. I'm getting this stuff at parade.com, where I'm going to get most of these countdowns and these facts, parade.com. The most popular drink to toast with on Thanksgiving. You ready for this? It's wine, beer, and whiskey. Well, the whiskey is like whatever your popularity is in that order. Yeah. If you want to know more, go to parade.com. The first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And balloons are an extremely large importance of the Macy's Day Parade. However, the first Macy's Thanksgiving Parade did not feature balloons at all. And you're probably going, well, what would they be if they didn't have balloons? Well, listen, instead, animals from Central Park Zoo were actually included in the procession. So that would be kind of cool. Can you imagine? I got heat down here below me, sorry. Can you imagine having like wild live animals all throughout the parades now? I think the roads, the people sitting behind the horses and some of the animals, probably, they would hate life. Number 20 here, frozen TV dinners. The convenient of dinner was brought out actually like that by mistake. And believe it or not, a Swanson employee actually ordered 260 tons of turkey accidentally in 1953. And as a result, the solution to the problem was to sell all of that turkey in frozen dinners and give it to people. So, that's what they wanted to do. They can have it. I'm not doing it. Not at all. I mean, how frozen dinners? No. I'd rather have it the way we have it. 21 Thanksgiving preparations. When you think of Thanksgiving preparation, think of a whopping 47% of Thanksgiving hosts will take time off work in order to properly prep the feast. Say that real fast. So, like 47% of people will, take off to properly do what they have to do as far as fixing and not rushing. And all right, I can dig that if that's what you got to do. The preparation time, number 22, is very important. The average amount of time it takes for a host to prepare that feast is 9.6 hours. So just say 9.6, say 9.5 hours, say more, say whatever you want to call it. Just 9.5 hours is the average prep for whatever you eat at somebody. And see, they sit down and we eat, and it only takes like 20, 30 minutes to eat or less than that, whatever. If you're like me, by the time, people are sitting and enjoying their plate, I'm eating dessert. Anyway, number 23, the football tradition. We all know about the football tradition. The tradition of a football game being played on Thanksgiving actually began in 1876 with Princeton and Yale. So there you go. If you're wanting to win some bets around your table, Tell them the first one began in 1876 with Princeton and Yale. Boom, boom, boom. Tell them. If you're the football people, there you go. Number 24. I said 25 tonight. Let's see if we can get up to 30. 24. The NFL tradition, the National Football League, joined in on the tradition of a game being played on Thanksgiving Day in 1920. And that game was between the Akron Pros and the Canton Bulldogs. So, there you go. When the NFL decided to jump on board, that's who they did. That's what they did. Number 25, 31% of Americans travel on Thanksgiving Day, and 47% of those drive. And as always, I can't stress enough, if you are driving, if you are one of those people who are going to be on the road for any reason that matter, but especially the holidays, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, and just stay safe. Stay safe out there because you're going somewhere and you need to arrive there. I'm going to give you 5 more facts here. Even though I said they're 25, we're going to do this right here tonight because I don't care. This is what I want to do. The first turkey trot. You guys heard of the turkey trot? Okay, well, anyway, number 26 here. I'm just going to go ahead and put them here. 5 more. The first turkey trot hosted only 6 participants, taking place in 1896. The race was 5 miles long, and it was held in Buffalo, New York. Wow. Okay, 27 says 2011 turkey trot. The YMCA, held in Dallas, Texas that year, broke the world's record for most participants dressed as a turkey. And that's a total of 661 runners dressed like a turkey. And they ran that race. Wow. 661 gobblies. Excuse me. Let's move right here. Number 28. Gobble, gobble is why I said it. Female turkeys cackle. Did you know that? They cackle. And only male turkeys actually gobble. Which is why they're aptly named gobblers. There you go. There you go. You can do that one. Number 29 here on the list here. This is a fun one. I like this tonight. Pumpkin pie importance. Listen, in 1705, I'm sorry. The town of Colchester, Connecticut canceled Thanksgiving because they couldn't make pumpkin pies. The river had frozen over. It's leaving their import of liquid sugar inaccessible. They canceled Thanksgiving. The holiday ended up only being postponed for about a week. But in 1705, no Thanksgiving happening because of the frozen river. Wow. Connecticut, you've changed. All right. Number 30, have you ever heard of Rebecca Raccoon? No? Well, Calvin Coolidge was gifted a live raccoon by Vinnie Joyce, a Mississippi resident, in 1926. The gift was intended to be used as Thanksgiving dinner. Coolidge, however, became attached to the raccoon and kept her as a pet and named her Rebecca. So there you go. I gave you 30 facts there. I could keep going. I don't want to keep going. I want to get in here and eat, and I want to enjoy my vacation coming up. And if you could take any of these facts, or you could take anything with you to your Thanksgiving, let me know what fact you use or what fact you think is cool. I don't know. I'm trying here. And join me next week. I believe I'm going to go ahead and get on with episode 245. And you got to stick around to see what it is. All right. I forget. Sometimes we don't have to look far to see people struggling. We don't have to look far at all. So with that being said, be nice and be kind. And what are those 3 words that I say that take us? Love, peace, chicken grease. Thanks for watching.